Alright, I'm going to give this a try. So, welcome to Nerd Hour with Matt, your captain. I pretty much love tactics and strategy and all that stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and give it to you in video form. Since this is our first game of the season, I would just like to remind you, just wipe out last season. Clear it from your memory. We had an amazing season. We're going to build on it. But we don't know what the teams are going to be like this year. We don't know who they added. So we're just going to go into this, play our game, and dominate fresh. So here's the starting lineup for today. I got Tom in goal. I got Nate, Joseph, Artur, and Bruno along the back. We've got our new boy, another Wizards man, Eric. I've heard that he plays out in the wings in the back, so he can sub for either of those guys. I'm going to have myself starting as the stopper in front of Joseph and Artur. I'm going to help distribute the ball out to the wings, which today will be Owen and Chase to start. And then I've got Mike in the middle with Danny and Pong up top. So that's just the starting lineup. As far as like tactics go, we'll change up a few things here. This is what I'm going to shoot for, ideally. And we'll go into some details here. Hopefully you saw by the red too, like we've got, I think we have 5 subs today because Isaac won't be here. So Alec, you can just go in for either wing whenever they get a chance. I had Butler and David up top, subbing in for Danny and Pong. And then I had Leo coming in for me. So, yeah, just feel free whenever that comes up, go ahead and take that sub. Also, I have talked to Mike, and we feel like any of our guys that don't play defense can go anywhere on the field. Center, wing, stopper position, or even up top. So, we can definitely rotate people around to do that. But here's the ideal lineup that I'm looking for, that I'd like to try to play. It would be, and this is just me throwing in names. Really, David is our only target forward because he's massive, and Leo is going to be our playmaker at the back. I really feel like Chase could play at the back too with Leo, or on the wings, so even up top, like I said. But this is kind of the lineup I'm looking for, is a 4-1-4-1. The idea is we have these areas here, and we have this gap here. So what we want Leo distributing out to the wings, working those triangles with the left back, the right back, and with us, with Mike and I in the middle. This gap right here, I really want kind of like a zone. I want David to be pushing up to the very last defender on their team and just stretching the field out, because ideally what we're going to do is use long diagonal balls in the first 15 minutes. This is my plan for the first 15 minutes. I know we don't have this lineup in right now, so these long diagonal balls will go to Danny and Pong, and Chase and Owen to start. But I really want that first 15 minutes, I want to send the ball out on long diagonals so that we can open up the field and give Leo some space to work in the back. So go ahead and really push Danny and Pong, push up to those back lines. When we have the ball over on the far side, I really want Owen and Chase pushing out as far wide as they can. And I really want them to be available on the opposite side of the field for those long diagonal balls. So whether it's Chase and Danny working together on the left, Chase can make those runs for those long diagonal balls coming across. And also, the last thing I was going to say too is I really believe, I trust Tom with the ball at his feet. So Tom, you come out to the edge of your 18 box, and you can be that guy that's distributing at the back. I don't want to be afraid to just move the ball around the back and open up space, like I said again, for Leo to distribute, because Leo's going to be the guy picking out the players. So that's it for today. We're going to start with a 4-1-3-2 and ideally move over to the 4-1-4-1. There is another formation that we can revert to. I can talk about it at halftime if we need to go there, but it would basically be putting I'm going to call them pivot men, but it's basically putting 2 pivot men here if we feel like we're really getting pressured at the back and we need to kind of tighten up. So the 2 pivot men, these are the important areas of the field. We have either 2 pivot men or 2 forwards, just depending on who's playing. I really feel like if David's in, he's a really good target man up top, and we can kind of leave him by himself. If David and Pong are at the same time, Pong can kind of play in behind David, in front of Mike and I, or whoever's in the center, as the 10 guy in the hole. He's in the hole. So go ahead, get those long diagonal balls the first 15 minutes, open up the field, play through the back, use Tom as an outlet, and shoot. All right, dudes, I'll see you at 5, but earlier for warm-up, so be there.